You've become trapped in a simulation. None of this is real.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, huh?
Welcome to Watch Mojo. And today we're counting down our picks for the most interesting theories fans have come up with regarding the citizens and events within the town of South Park.
Ooh, I always thought he was a complete idiot.
He is.
Number 10. The McCormick's economical situation.
Look at Kenny's lunch. A bologna sandwich and water. God damn, your family's poor, dude.
Along with his misfortune of having to bite the dust virtually every episode back in the early days of South Park, another notable running gag revolving around Kenny is how poor his family is.
Oh my God, this is like a third world country.
One interesting fan theory suggests that the reason why his family is so disadvantaged is that they've had to pay for countless funerals for their son over the years. Given that Kenny has died over 100 times throughout the show's run, and that an average funeral today costs about $8,000, that puts the McCormick's in about $800,000 worth of debt and counting.
Well, did you make any money?
Hmm.
Ha! Told ya. That's how it works in this damn country.
Number 9. Randy and Sharon are siblings. As long as there have been families of more than one child, there's been sibling rivalry.
Give me a second, would you?
Don't snap at me.
I didn't snap at you.
You snapped at me.
Whatever.
Brothers and sisters at each other's throats for countless reasons that often seem immaterial. For Randy and Sharon Marsh, the two aren't brother and sister, but do seem to have an awful lot of arguments.
What does our son turning 10 have to do with you making the same mistakes again and again?
Because I'm unhappy, okay?
Could there be more to the story? An oddball theory claims that these two are in fact half-siblings, with Grandpa Marsh being the father to the both of them.
Let's just go home. Sure, I'll drive. That's our grandpa.
Dude, I hate my family.
Fans picked up on Sharon referring to Grandpa as her own father, and we learned at one point her maiden name was Kimball, meaning she wasn't an original Marsh.
Sharon, isn't that your father?
Yes, Walmart is the leading employee of seniors.
It's a bit of a stretch, but certainly nowhere near as implausible as some of the others on this list. Number 8. Cartman is deeply self-loathing. If you've watched this show long enough, you've probably wondered why someone like Eric Cartman can be so Cartman-like.
Nya, 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 nya. I made you eat your parents. Nya, 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 nya.
He's a selfish kid who has an overinflated ego originating from a mother who rarely says no to him.
But, Ma'am, I have to get some Pokemon doll before everybody else does, because then I'll be cute.
Can't it wait till tomorrow, hun?
But, Ma'am, I have to get the first one, and people won't think I'm cute.
All right, let's go.
Yet with all that confidence, Kyle is always the one who calls him out for who he really is. A well-thought-out theory behind Cartman's behavior mentions the idea that deep down in those so-called big bones of his is a self-loathing, insecure child who can't accept who he really is. Lashing out in any direction, particularly at Kyle, serves as a coping mechanism. Number 7. South Park takes place in the same universe as Peanuts.
What was that? What the?
Merry Christmas, Charlie Manson!
Is there a possibility that Charlie Brown and Linus are merely Stan and Kyle, just from a different era? Some fans do seem to think that there's a distinct possibility that the two universes are in fact the same. Both cartoons feature characters who are rude, have inconsistent relationships with their parents or adults in their life, and both shows do tend to center around young pre-teenage children.
And why is it that on Charlie Brown cartoons, everyone talks like this?
The antics of the Snoopy gang may seem mild compared to those on South Park, but that comic strip also was birthed into the world in the 1950s when entertainment was far more reserved.
Butters, I hate you with every inch of my body.
And if not, we still have the Mad TV parody bit. Number 6. Why characters don't age.
Well, here we are, dude, the first day of 4th grade. Yeah, no more getting pushed around by 4th graders. Get out of my way, you little dorks.
Much like their predecessor, The Simpsons, South Park is yet another long-running animated program where no one seems to age. Seriously, how can Maggie on The Simpsons still be a baby after all these years? With South Park openly acknowledging current events and political opponents, it's clear that they are aware of the passage of time, but never seem to age.
Sorry, Stan, you know you're not allowed to listen to this stuff.
Mom, I'm 10 years old now.
One wild theory is that the same curse that denies Kenny the ability to die also affects everyone else in town.
All right, dude, let's just say you're not crazy and it's true. What's the big deal? I mean, I think it'd be pretty cool not to be able to die.
Pretty cool?
The idea is that time is somehow held in stasis around the town, while still allowing them to experience and remember world events. But having recently seen a glimpse at the kids' future, maybe this is one curse that was finally lifted. Number 5. Not a cop.
Excuse me, what are you doing? Crime scene investigation!
The earlier seasons of South Park featured Officer Barbrady as the town's main law enforcement officer. Very quickly, it became apparent that he wasn't all that great at his job. Consistently making mistakes and ignoring crimes, he was more like the town fool than an officer of the law.
Well, there you have it. Case closed.
Hence the reason why fans have theorized that Barbrady is not, in fact, a cop at all. They insist he really is the town fool. The townspeople are aware of this and simply let him believe he's the one enforcing the law. With Harrison Yates unofficially replacing Barbrady, it is possible the town finally gave up and got someone else to try and take care of the town.
I wanted to get you something extra special.
Well, hold on. I've got something for you too, my love. I just put it right over here by the freeze!
Number 4. The town is an experiment. Let us count the weird things that have happened in this town.
Oh my god! Visitor!
Aliens, giant robots, man-bear-pig, hypnotic chin Pokemon toys. The list goes on.
Now we're gonna try this again until we get it right. What is 6 times 3?
18ですか?
18だね! No, goddammit, it's 18!
18 is 18, Garrison-san.
For the last time, my name is not Garrison-san, all right? And this is not Hat-san. And you all better start talking in a manner that I can understand.
With so many unusual events happening in a single place, some fans believe the town is, in fact, some kind of supernatural experiment.
You don't like that, do you? That's getting a little close to home, huh?
Take Season 7's Cancelled, where it's discovered that life on Earth is in fact a reality television show, and expand far beyond that.
A few billion years ago, we realized, what if we took species from all different planets in the universe and put them together on the same planet? Great TV, right?
Could some larger force be throwing all of these crazy things at a single town to try and learn how humans will react? If the show does ever come to an end, we'll all be watching to see if this one ends up being true. It wouldn't be the first time the town, or Earth for that matter, was a part of an experiment.
Whenever a civilization discovers warp speed, we want to bring them into the Federation of Planets. But first we do the space cache test to see if that species is worthy of joining.
Needless to say, you all failed.
Number 3. Cartman is in love with Kyle.
I hate you!
If Cartman hates Kyle so much, then why does he continue to hang around him after all this time? It could be related to our previous entry about Cartman's psyche, or it could be something as simple as childhood love.
I want to hold you every morning and love you every night, Kyle. I promise you nothing but love and happiness.
Is it possible that Eric Cartman could be in love with Kyle?
Do you know how serious this is?
Well, Kyle, maybe I was just trying to prove a point.
What do some young kids do when they want to express attraction to someone else? Pull their hair? Call them names or make fun of them for some reason? Cartman's insistence on continuing to be around Kyle could be nothing more than a schoolyard crush. After all, it's entirely possible when you consider how he saved Kyle's life in Season 10's Smug Alerts.
It's like you had a guardian angel, okay?
Number 2. Butter's Memories.
Butters.
As insane as everything appears to be on this show, there's a theory that it's all in Butters' head. The story goes that adult Butters is retelling his time in South Park to a therapist.
What are you feeling, Butters? Are you nervous about your condition?
Yes!
Given how gullible the young boy is, it wouldn't be too difficult for any of his friends to make up a crazy story to him and have him believe it. Remember how Cartman convinced him the world was ending? If Butters does believe everything he's being told, it's plausible that his retelling of the story could be completely skewed and South Park is a normal town.
You see, in this world, things aren't what they seem.
Okay, stop! Stop!
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. South Park is the world through children's eyes. There's no doubt the realities of the real world compared to those of South Park are so far apart.
Oh my God, what kind of television have you kids been watching?
Just the news.
If you sidestep the social commentary and embrace a popular theory, you'll find that this town is in fact actually what we all should expect. Children see the world differently than adults. Their imaginations can muster up the craziest ideas when they let their imaginations flow.
Sing the imagination song.
Our number one fan theory suggests everything we see and experience on the show is merely a depiction of the world through the eyes of a child. If it is, then these kids sure have one heck of an imagination.
Man, I do not want to meet the kid that dreamt those things up.
The theory becomes all the more plausible when considering that the following song was played during the end credits of the 1999 feature film South Park: Bigger, Longer, and Uncut.
The eyes of a child, the world seems magical.
Which of these theories do you think might be true? Let us know in the comments.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.